what did Clarissa do? She dressed herself in the scuba suit and then she dived into the sea with very confidently. Right? She might swim to the pier and just pop up and give alarm, said Humphrey nervously. Let's get out of here. Now, so even now, the kidnappers are unable to believe. They are in a shock that how can a girl, right, a small girl, right, who is brought up in such a huge palace, even after getting kidnapped, is not scared. So they were thinking that it's all the plot that is played by her, and it's her plan. And now she may go under the fire, and then she may start screaming or shouting. So let's go, let's clear off this place. This is what Humphrey got the doubt. Not without our share of money, said Spud. I haven't put up with that kid all day for nothing. So now here he is saying that no, not without our share of money. We can't go without taking our share, and unnecessarily I did not put up with her. So it's only keeping the money in mind. I bared with her. Right. We won't have to put up with her much longer, said Milligan thankfully. Soon as we sort out the ransom money, we can drop her off at her mansion and good riddance. Then it's off to south of France for us. So what Milligan was saying, thank God there is no need for us to be with her always. As soon as we get the ransom money, we will just drop her and then we'll get rid of her. That is good riddance, right? For good cause, getting rid of somebody, right? Then it's off to south of France for us. So then we can just escape to France. That guardian's welcome to her, said Spud. We would give that poor old fellow a few $1,000 back. I feel sorry for him having to put up with her till she is grown up and married. So now they are like, see, so they are so fed up with Clarissa that now they are thinking of her guardian also. Poor fellow, how he is able to bear her. And now they have to continue. The guardians have to continue to be with her until she grows up and then gets married. Right? So therefore, they now are pitying them and they wanted to give $1,000 back. No one would marry her, said Milligan with conviction. Not even if they were brided with all the money of the Montgomery fortune. So that's the family fortune that they have. So that means that rich guardians, Montgomery, all the fortune if they give also, nobody will be ready to marry this girl. This is what Milligan was saying. They watched the water anxiously, but no police boat bristling with armed constables skimmed into sight. After 15 minutes, Clarissa emerged carrying a weighted briefcase in a plastic bag. Humphrey, Milligan, and Spud tried to grab it from her, but she put it in the gateway car and sat on top of it. Don't be so greedy, she admonished them. You are making as much noise as kids in a sand pit. You will just have to wait till we get back to the farm. So now what happened? So there is no sign of police or anything. Very coolly, very pleasantly, she could get the suitcase back. And now all the three are so hurried that they wanted to snatch that from her. But she said, right? She warned, admonished in the sense warned. She warned them that they should not dare to touch it, and she had put the briefcase into the car and she sat on that, and she is now comparing these three to the kids who play in the sandpit. Okay? Right. On the way back, the three gangsters were quite civil to Clarissa. They were all thinking that very soon they would get rid of her and never have to listen to her again. So now they are very, like the very civic behavior they are showing, right? So very well behaved, and they are also thinking that Amma, this is the last time that we are going to listen to her, and after that she won't be there with them, and then they can happily lead their life, and there is no need for them to listen to her again. Spud had the first try at the locked briefcase and failed. Milligan too failed, and then Humphrey had his turn. With his skillful hands that had opened every bank safe in town, but even he could not get the combination lock open. So what? All the three kidnappers now tried to open the suitcase. Right? Even Humphrey, who is very very well known for like opening, skillfully opening all the bank safes and then everything, also couldn't open the combination lock. Right. What a lot of butterfingers, said Clarissa, and turned the little numbered cylinder, and the lid flew open. So, the butterfingers means those who don't have enough strength in hands, and usually children will be dropping things from their hands. So, for such people, we say butterfingers. Now, here she said that you are of no use, and what a lot of butterfingers. And Clarissa just simply like turn the little number cylinder, and automatically it flew open. But the briefcase wasn't full of bank notes at all. There wasn't anything but bricks that had served to weigh it down in the water, and one short typed note. Humphrey read it aloud. So what happened? To their shock, right? Already they are in shock and they are in distress because of Clarissa with them. And after opening the briefcase or the suitcase, what did they find? They found only red colored bricks being put inside the suitcase, and there is no amount, there is no money, and it's only a small slip is there typed. Do not want Clarissa back. She is too irritating and bossy. You can keep her. Glad to get rid of her. Regards, Algernon Montgomery, millionaire. So, he is a millionaire and his name is Algernon Montgomery. Montgomery. Right? So, then now he is saying, the Guardian said that we don't want Clarissa back. She is very irritating and very bossy. Glad that we are get rid of her, and you only keep her with them. Now think of the kidnappers. What would be they feeling? Right? You can see the expressions on their faces as immediately as they read the letter, and you can see Clarissa is so carelessly standing and listening. All the kidnappers turned pale and sat down. So they have become so helpless. They turned pale and then they sat down. Why are you all sitting around wasting time? Clarissa demanded, frowning. So very angrily she was shouting, saying that why are you all sitting around wasting time? We have an oil painting job to plan. So what she is saying now, he had not sent the money. No, next plan is to go and steal the oil paintings, right? So we have another plan. Plan B is already ready. And now that I am in charge of this gang, I expect much better work from all of you. See the fate of the kidnappers. See the fate of the kidnappers. They wanted always to get rid of this child, and now there is no other go for them. They have to listen to the child, Clarissa, for lifetime. Now Clarissa, she herself declares as the leader of this gang, and she is warning them that much better work has to be done. Okay, so this is kind of like, what do you say, a funny story where you can of course appreciate Clarissa's boldness, but see children, most of you also will be doing the same thing, interfering into others' matters and then giving suggestions to them and being bossy. So don't be bossy. People will get really upset with your behavior, and you will not find anybody who can really love you, and everybody wants to get rid of such people. So this is an eye opener to all the children, those who wanted to be bossy, right? Okay, so read the lesson and try to finish the questions behind the lesson.